Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today, for today's video, I'm gonna be doing a review. This is the first review on the channel. I'm gonna be reviewing the Uncanny Counter, which is a Korean drama series that aired roughly from I think maybe mid-November to it just finished about 2 days ago. So I'm gonna be reviewing that for today because I watched the entire thing finish and it's an absolutely amazing drama. So I really want to talk about it. So that's why I'm going to talk about it. First thing that I want to talk about, like, it's basically the core of the entire drama, like the entire 16 episode. It's based around this, and that's the characters and the entire team of characters. Because at the core of the drama, it was the team of the counters. The casting of the drama was amazing. Byung-gyu as Somun, perfect blend of teenage angst and also kind of growing up, because at the start he was pretty immature, he's pretty hot headed, but as the drama kind of progressed, he kind of grew up, kind of matured to rely on the team and not just to think that, oh, I can fight this by myself. He kind of thought that I need my team's backup, because if I'm gonna fight this guy alone, I'm gonna die. And this because of that, he kind of grew up. I was a bit skeptical for Jung Byung-gyu when I first saw him casted, because the only thing I saw him other than Uncanny Counter was Hot Stove League, which came out I think about 2019. So other than that, I didn't really see him much, but I liked him in Hot Stove League, so I was a bit skeptical, but he really pulled it off. Like he carried almost the entire drama. I mean, he has to. He's the lead. The rest of the cast, you have Jun-sang as Kamotak. He's basically a police officer that lost his memory due to an accident, and he got stabbed. And the way he kind of unraveled what happened to him, who killed him, who tried to kill him, and how he lost his memory, and what like those lost memory means to the entire drama was pretty. I like that plot, although it kind of died out too fast, I would say. But it was I like that. His plot, like his storyline was really developed, and I really liked it. You got Kim Se-jeong as Dohana. Um, she has improved a lot from her past roles, because I think the last time I saw her was in School 2017. That's the last thing I saw her in, and I think after that she kind of grew and improved herself and better herself as an actress. Because in this drama, she's absolutely amazing. She puts up this very cold like wall in front of everyone. She doesn't even know how it feels, but behind that wall you can see she's actually this very loving, caring person, that she actually really cares for the team, and that team means a lot to her. And throughout the drama you get to see her kind of break down that wall and let people in. So I really like that as well. And you got I would say Korean Umma. The Umma of the group, you have Yeom, Hye-ran as Chumeok, who's literally just the mom of the group, who keeps everyone in check. Like if I had to pick my favorite characters, it would have to be Somun, because he's the lead and he carried the entire thing and I love him, and also Meok. So Somun had this like really brought a lot, like was so much his acting that made me laugh. His acting made me laugh my ass off at certain parts, but it also make my heart hurt at certain parts. There were some parts I was borderline crying, and as a sign of a good actor. Meok, who is his mom, who lost her son due to an accident before getting into coma and becoming the counter, still had that motherly instinct and kind of that motherly vibe when she's taking care of her team. Like kind of that mama bear vibe. Like if you mess with my team, I'm gonna kill you, and I like that. That's very nice. I like that. The villains of the story were well written. Like, they were not one-off villains. They were not just like they were not half-assed lah to say. They were not just like, I'm just gonna throw a villain in there just for like, I'm not just gonna throw it in there just to mess around. I'm not gonna just like, this episode just throw his villain in, just let him I don't know, mess around with the team, and then just let him get defeated by the end. So each villain had their own specific plots, their own specific wants and needs, and their own specific desire that made them to become the villain they are. So I really like that. But at the end of the day, they were charming in their own like sick way. Like the main villains, they were charming in like this sick, twisted kind of way. But at the end of the day, I was just so happy to see their asses get beat. That was amazing. The next thing is the soundtrack. I want to touch on the soundtrack very, very briefly, because I don't really have much to say about the soundtrack. because I was too engrossed into the plot of the story. I mean, the soundtrack, that's the thing. I love drama always, but this one just didn't really have that much of an impact on me. Like, it was, it's good. The soundtrack was good when there were tense moments. They had very tense songs. When there was upbeating, cheerful moments, they had very suitable songs. But it didn't really steal the show from what was going on screen. I was too focused on what's going on screen to care about the soundtrack. So I mean, that's kind of a good thing. The show is so good that it kind of makes you forget about the soundtrack. Because sometimes the show gets too repetitive and too boring that you just rely on the soundtrack to see what's going on. But this one, I would say the soundtrack is decent, but it's not the star of the show. The production value for this drama, however, was everything I could for. It is a mainstream drama, so it's kind of expected for them to have a high production value and really take time to make sure the drama looks good. Because the special effects were amazing for the drama. That's one. The special effects were on point the entire way through, and the fight choreography was awesome as well. They had very nice fighting scenes, and the fighting scenes were played out well. They were not just random punches and random kicks. The first episode, however, that one was it was a bit stiff, but it's the first episode. So I would let that side since they need to get time to get used to being natural and being smooth enough to do the stunts. So yeah, I would say that it's pretty good. The stunt and the production value was on point the entire way. But not everything in life is good. I would like to talk about some of the flaws that this drama had. There are some flaws, mainly that by the end of the drama, it was a bit anticlimactic by the end because I was expecting a lot more due to all the build up and all the tension and suspension they built through the drama. So the ending was a bit anticlimactic on my part. I don't want to say anything in specific just in case people who haven't watched the drama want to go and watch and I ruin it for them. But the end was a bit it was a bit on the fence for me. There were like some like tiny plot points that they're just like forgotten or never addressed at all. Like at one point, like I don't think even Somun goes to school at all. Like at the start you see him go to school, but then by like the middle of the drama you never see him in school. He wears his school outfit, his uniform, but you never see him there. Like, is he still a student? Does he still go to school? I feel like very little he very goes to school very little because most of the time we see him training or he's going out with counters, doing like counter jobs, and then he goes back to training and then he gets hurt and he has to heal. And then he works at the noodle shop. So I'm really confused. Like, does he go to school or not? Like, was he a dropout? By the end of the drama, they say he's still in school, but then like, you don't see him in school at all, which is really really weird. And the last thing is that Oh Jung-gu, who was introduced very very close to the end of the drama, I felt like his role in the drama was very very useless. Like because he was introduced so late. I understand that it was maybe just for a cameo. They wanted the actor to be in it. Like that's what I'm guessing. They just wanted a cameo, but then don't do it like that. Like that was very very rushed. It was very very unimpactful. It was very just useless. Honestly, it was just a waste of time. So yeah, that I did not like that. That was the one thing I had a problem. The big problem. But overall, the drama was really really good. Although there were some flaws, but they're very tiny and they barely tipped the scale. Like they you had more pros to the drama than cons. Yeah, they were like very very tiny cons, but then the pros outweighed the cons. That's why I would say the drama is really really good. Like at the core of it, like I said, I love the characters. Every character had their own specific way of handling situations, had their own specific styles, had their own specific goals. But how they overcame each obstacle as a team, that was awesome. There wasn't honestly, I'm telling you, there was not a boring episode in the entire drama. Each episode was amazing. There were boring moments in each episode. Okay, not each episode lah. There were boring moments in some episodes, but very slight moments. It didn't like it didn't drag the entire episode down. There were like some moments where I was like, oh, we can get this over with, and they got over with it, and the entire episode was amazing from then on out. There were some boring moments, but not an entire episode was boring at all. And by the end of the story, if you guys have watched it, you know that by the end of it, the way they ended the drama, leaves the door open for season 2 if the creators and the cast are available and want to further the story, because like it's very clearly that they left that a little leeway and a little gap to be able to be like, you know what, we want to come back and continue the story one day, but not for now, because not all these cast definitely got casted into new dramas. The creators definitely got casted into to write different things. So if they do however come back for season 2, that would be amazing. I would love it. I would definitely watch it. Yeah, all realistically by the end of this, all I can say is that this is a huge win for OCN because of this drama, and a huge win for Netflix because of this drama. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed my review. This is my first review, so I'm a bit stiff. Hopefully it gets better as more that I do it. But thank you guys so much for watching. If you guys like did watch the drama, please leave a comment below of what you think about it. No spoilers, because I don't want anyone to spoil the drama for anyone who hasn't watched it. And if you haven't watched it, maybe check out the trailer, or maybe because of this review you might want to watch it. So yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one, and peace.